Right, and here we are. Welcome back. The stream is now back up. Hopefully everyone should be right here and ready to go. My name's Chipmuckle. I'm just helping out just a little bit, you know, this two-game series here. Together with me is Joe, and let's hop into the draft. Joe, what is going on? We have a rather plenty of standard bands and picks, but there's a Drow Ranger already up on the side of Alliance. So what the hell is going on there?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Alliance are really looking for their auras already, with the Venge and the Drow working together quite nicely. What is quite interesting is Moscow 5 used 40 seconds of their bonus time just to ban the Death Prophet in the first stage. So, that's...
I mean, you gotta wonder, I mean, what is going on through their heads there? I don't know, but, you know, Moscow 5, you never know. However, the interesting part, what I kind of personally like about the new, well, I don't want to say new Moscow 5, because whenever PGG has a team, it usually iterates, and, you know, people leave and people join, and it's always the same thing. But Screen is pretty cool in the drafting slot so far, and there is a Slug. I mean, Slug is pretty much the bane of every pop game nowadays for reasons, I don't know, but he's here and making an appearance, and I kind of like it against a Drow Ranger. You go up close and personal, get a blink tag on the Slug, and suddenly Drow Ranger doesn't really hit anymore as hard as you kind of used to see a Drow Ranger hit.
Yeah, it's great against the Venge as well, just Dark Pacting or Shadow Dancing and just running away. So it's a really solid pick, both of Alliance's heroes.
So, yeah, I mean, I kind of like it so far. Now, it's obviously going to be coming down to some support rotations, because I feel like the Slug, if he gets a nice start, it's always like, you just snowball out of control. You go so ham. A Brewmaster really helps you at going really strong as well. Especially, I mean, the Drow is just food early on you if you really are relying on some nice swaps from the VS. Now, the Puck gives you a bit of more control, and I kind of dig it. Now, the question is this going to be some sort of early Aghanims Puck, what I personally like to see. But against the Slug, then you can actually say, like, well, you know, you can just I mean, he can Dark Pact, he can just walk out of the coil, and then he's going to be good to go. Ugh. I mean,
yeah, the Puck's great against the Brewmaster as well, especially with the lengthened split time in the most recent patch. The silence as well. Both silences are really good against the Brewmaster, so they're both solid pickups. Enigma being banned out as well, it's just not giving Moscow 5 the team fight that they would get with the Brewmaster.
Yeah, and let's see. I mean, Brewmaster was... I mean, he was one of the best picks for the longest time, and now it's going to be Nelder Titan, so... Because not only No-Tail can play this guy up to perfection. Now, I'm personally missing some of the supports on the side of M5. I've been growing to love some of those fellas, but, well, what is now gone is gone.
This is Moscow 5 International rather than the main team.
Yeah, but why is PGG on it? I mean, is he helping out, or like... Because he's got an int tag.
Big Num left for someone.
Because I always feel like whenever there's M5, I mean, this should be the usual M5, considering they got invited to this tournament. So, well, we're gonna find out, I guess. Oh boy, oh boy. I just can't wait to see the Puck unfold, because I feel like it's coming down to so much in the terms of this Slug needs to be controlled, the Brewmaster can't really get too much farm. Now, Puck against Brew in the mid lane, it should be a pretty cool matchup. I think it comes down to a lot of support rotations. I mean, usually it comes down to this, yeah, I get it, but there's really an opening for some really cool plays on the Puck side of things, and as soon as Brew hits 6, well, you can try to dive as soon as the Puck plays overly aggressive, just for, you know, just for a little bit. Whenever he uses Illusory Orb and is out of position just a bit, there's gonna be a Brewmaster split, and he is gonna be just diving the small Puck. So I'm looking forward to see how this goes. Very smart ban, gotta say. The Visage is banned out, and, well, I mean, Cloud9 just destroyed Secret with it in the later stages of the game, and of course, you kind of don't want to have it repeat here against you. I'm sure those guys were kind of just glancing over there. Disruptor's now the pick, so, well, Disruptor VS? Not too shabby. That's a lot of control, but this is all about single target control except for the Static Storm. So you wonder if this is going to be enough against the Slug, because I feel like, you know, there might be still a pretty good game for the Slug there.
Well, I find Dream Coil and both Kinetic Field do really similar jobs, holding people in. It keeps the fight in your position, so Drow can just punch down on them. But actually, Alliance are going for an all-blue theme.
and the more brownish one on the Brew. Oh well.
Yeah.
It's like orange brownish. It's earthy, I guess. I mean, if you have a Brew and another Titan, I guess it comes down to this anyway. So makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. So let's see if Alliance are going to be holding true. And this makes a lot of sense though to actually ban out the Visage then as well, because well, that was blue as well. Gotta ban this, and they keep, well, it's kinda, I mean, it's orange-ish, red. Lion,
Yep.
makes sense.
So Alliance are probably looking for an offlaner,
Mhm.
which,
So who's blue?
yeah, Morana's banned out.
Ah.
That's my only
Well,
problem.
we saw crazy offlanes, like all day, I guess. I just want to see some sort of aggro Huskar try once again. I mean, that was so much fun to watch. However, then you can ask yourself, well, does the Dark to survive? Because I don't know. You know, it's like a safe lane solo drow. Makes for me a lot of sense, but wow. That's a brute mother. Someone's hating. What
Yeah,
is going on?
you really don't want to be giving a Broodmother away. Like I think if you can have Brewmaster, Slark, Elder Titan, Lion just creating havoc all over the map, Brood's just going to be sitting in her off lane and just going, I hate you. And your towers will drop and drop and drop. So it's a solid ban. I think it's most powerful in the 4th and 5th picks. So Alliance have done well to realise the potential and get rid of it. Followed by the Invoker ban from Moscow 5 International. Moscow. So he's not blue, so they won't pick him up. But
Yeah, makes no sense, you know. You gotta keep track of yourself. So let's see, the last hero, is this indeed gonna be Team Blue against Team Red? I'd be very happy to see this, but as much as the no lag strat really came into flavor at several TIs, I guess we're gonna see some crazy things once again. Let's see, Alliance, they're actually having a lot of bonus time still, so they didn't waste minutes of bonus time on a DP ban, which makes quite a bit of sense there, I guess. And now it's go time. Now I actually would love to see some sort of Darks here, because not only is he blue, but he can really just work so nicely with a drow.
Spirit Breaker could be
Ooh,
kind of
yeah.
interesting. Charging the Slark so we can... Okay.
Oh,
He has
well,
a
it is blue
background.
after all. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's some sort of green-blue, makes sense. So we got Team Blue. Let's see if M5 actually follow through there, you know. You gotta accept the challenge set by Alliance. Oh, yeah. Well, also I gotta say, Nikwa, he was playing just a bit for Alliance. Well, I was like stalking him in Dead Dota. And he was also playing for 4FC, which is where I actually saw him play just a bit. And 4FC are one of those teams where I personally just love to see them play, because they always just pull something crazy out of it. I mean, it sometimes doesn't work, but it's always like, man, this looks like it could be loads of fun to actually play. And well, you know, if you play with Krilla and the boys, there's gotta be some crazy things happening there. And I like to see that Alliance actually like using standards from there. And well, that's not the color we wanted to see. It's a PGG Nature's Prophet. Oh boy, I'm pumped.
Yes, that looks like Nature's Prophet in the off lane with a safe lane safe lane Slark, mid lane Brewmaster. So it's as we expected. Loader's going to get his farming machine on the Drow Ranger probably. Could be an interesting game. And for those of you in chat asking where Bulldog is, he's taking a break from the team. He's still on the roster, but just, I don't know, would rather troll Twitch chat.
No, he's doing excellently so. I gotta say, I mean, he is one of the best. If you want to know how to troll Twitch chat, you gotta look up Bulldog and what he does. It's always a pleasure, always a treat. Alright, boys, so we loaded into the game. It's M5 against Alliance, the first game. It's a 2-game series, just like pretty much every game so far in the DotaPit. These are 2 groups, you know, 8 teams each, and of course you just go and round robin it up. So, on the side of M5, we got Mr. Screen, formerly of Screen Squad, his pop stack. He's now playing the Elder Titan with some boots first, running headlong into the whole lot of Alliance. It looks like it's an aggro try coming from them. We got Necroman, he's on the Slark, also down on the bottom lane. It is actually King R on the Lion, which leaves the ZXC on the Brewmaster, and the man himself, the guy who's known for some refined black holes and some whiffed. It's PGG. Whoa. Don't destroy your house.
So on the side of the Dire, we have RK on the Disruptor with My Nuts, looking for some big swaps as Vengeful Spirit. The offlane Nikwa, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
As Viper. The actual mid lane, it's not a puck, it is Loader's Drow Ranger. And in the safe lane, it is, I have no idea how to pronounce that.
I guess, I mean, it sounds Swedish to me. It sounds,
yeah.
You know, German-Swedish. It's not too far a stretch. I think it's Örjan.
Yep, Örjan on the puck.
Sounds great, Joe. You're doing it very well for an Englishman. So, what do you think of this mid lane matchup? I mean, we got a Brew against the Drow, and Brew, I mean, he's tanky, but there is absolutely no way he can sustain himself against the Drow Ranger, I guess. It's just so much damage. He's got 55 plus 8 already. The aura is just helping out big time, and Of course, you could pull a bit of regen. Makes a lot of sense if you just want to have Loda have a good start. So, I think ZXC is just going to be getting some, you know, bad luck in the mid lane here.
Yeah, ZXC actually picks up his Drunken Brawler first, just to evade those hits. Otherwise, Drow is just going to bully him the second he gets Frost Arrows.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, he just has to run away, and then there's... Oh, wow, he's actually using the Drunken Haze. I am keeping him selected just so I know what's happening there, because it's always interesting to see the level 2 skill up. So I assume it's going to be like 3 more points up in the clap, actually. Otherwise, you really don't deal damage. This is what a Boom Master's all about. And meanwhile, bottom line, this is already pretty interesting. M5 are really just abusing the other Titan. And just, you know, get some harass done with the Astral Spirit. He got nerfed time and time again, but now he's in a spot where he's still strong.
He still gets 42 bonus damage.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this guy hurts so much if you go on them. And this is an aggro try, you kind of want to have some sort of kills happening. This guy's going to punch you in the face and you're going to die. Quickly. Ouch.
Yeah, he's great against tri lanes, just for those reasons you said. And he just runs away as well, the extra movement speed given. The pool camp is actually blocked, hence the wave is that far up.
I mean, everyone's just keeping track of the jungle there.
Yeah, and Lion's actually pushing all the way to top because...
Oh, here we go. It's Slark actually, and they got the initiation, they got a nice glimpse there from Arkia, and now Minus doesn't want to use another stun, he doesn't even have the mana for another one, and now one more right click, this is all they need. Nikwa picks up the kill with a poison, and this is an aggro try working out so far. Minus is getting smashed in my screen, he's got plus 30. Oh, not enough to actually secure another kill, so it's Alliance securing first blood against M5. And this is 2 minutes in an aggro try, this is exactly what you order when you're playing this aggro try.
Yep, and top lane, Puck is actually winning. The aura is going to really help her out. Like, phase boots could actually be really good here, especially just to run away from these annoying trees. But he's going to have support now from Mynuts. Mynuts is going to be holding him up.
Another thing though, and I think it's... Oh, wait a second. I'm going to come back to this one in just a second. And they've got the stun onto King R, but this is like a 2.5 second hacks. If they go... Oh, what a play from Urjan. They just secure this one. Nicely done there. And Minus, of course, just having spider senses. And he's an agent on the prowl. ZXC, though, in the mid lane. Very amazing start from him. 14-0. He just doesn't care about the right click coming from Loda. And I'm surprised. I mean, I would have for sure thought this would have been amazing. But he just bottled Crows. And Drunken Haze is amazing.
Yeah, the 45% mischance just means that Loda can't actually harass with Frost Arrows, which is what wins Drow most of her lanes, especially in 1v1 matches. Bottom lane, there's a pounce and a hex onto Viper, but will he fall?
ZXC is actually just going at it, like, he has got no fear in the world. That's gonna be a glimpse. ZXC is complete off mana. Kingar actually picks up a kill onto Nico in the meantime, but here's ZXC, still the right clicks, and he's dodging so many of them. He's just a god of RNG. Wow. ZXC is gonna get out of this one alive, and, well, looks like that was just a casual gank. 3 people down bottom lane. Hex was used, Astral Spirit pounds everything. And there you go. You pick up a kill on the Viper, which is exactly what you need to actually make some sort of, like, resurgency there. Slark doesn't want to fall behind. If he does, well, game is gonna be very hard. However, I kind of like the Ring of Protection early on. It's like one of those items, you know, as a Slark, what can you really build from this? Well, you can go into some other sort of Bazzy ring, and it really helps out with the mana regeneration. When you're playing side lane, you kind of don't, you know, you can't really go and pick up a bottle. What? What is Skremslab? What is Skremslab? This... someone help us out. I'm not sure I want to know. Skremslab. Skramslab? I mean, it sounds pretty damn Swedish. Man, amazing. PGG knows what's up. You know, everyone knows what's up. Of course. Oh man, I just remembered it. I'm so sorry. Of course. How could I forget it? Alright. Back in the game, looks like the Skramsplat is back up for Loda, and everyone is having a good time. Now his CSs though. Like, Loda was getting trashed to some sort of extent by the Drunken Haze. Now ZXC was using so much mana to actually get away from this gank. Now he doesn't really have too much. Uh-oh, top lane, Urjan. There was a nice attempt there from a gank from PGG, just teleporting behind Urjan and forcing out, well, an illusory orb, and now it's go time once again. If he decides to go, yeah, there you go. Just back to the lane, get some farm, and he's gonna be pretty okay. 1 for 2 on the board, 4 minutes in. I gotta say, if I'm looking at this game, I feel like M5 need to win the early game, but actually, you know, they still got an Aegis Prophet. They can prolong quite nicely. Meanwhile, mid lane, Loda. Well, there's another turnaround. They've got 2 supports coming in. There's your stun. ZXC, hello, mister. You did not go on to our Loda. Just there you go. This
Glimpse is still available if
actually, they don't even need the Glimpse. And you know, I love it. 130 mana, 160 actually before the kill. That's too much. You can't preserve this. Nicely done by Ake.
Prophet's picked up his treads in his offlane. He's doing really well for himself actually against the puck. He's just using his trees to perfection to completely harass out, I can't remember his name, Puck. I'm just going with Puck. Something could be happening on bottom lane.
That's fine, you know, they're just gonna turn this down. Oh no, the Dark Pick! What a stomp! Wonderfully done, and now this actually may be enough. No, it's not, just kidding. There we go, with a well-timed glimpse, and the support just making some huge plays happening. The Nature's Prophet ultimate was being used just to give them a little bit of extra punching power, but it just wasn't enough for M5. Absolutely not, and they just get destroyed. And this Slog is not having a good time at all. Necroman, he's 0-2 and 1. Yes, an assist is nice. 8 CS is not. 5 minutes in, your safe lane farmer is struggling, and, well, who is there to create the space? Well, actually, I'm kind of fine with it if I'm looking at this. I mean, the Brew's farming up nicely, you know, PGG is farming up, well, you know, quite some good CS as well. But if I'm thinking about the Nature's Prophet, he can create space, yeah, but he's more like, you know, forcing people to his lane, forcing people down there to rotate, fighting 4 versus 5, just taking racks, and this Slug is like, ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure he wants to actually leave his lane. He's getting such good experience, and actually, like, he's on top of the last hit board now. Like, he'll probably wait until he's got at least one more level of teleport into, or even a level of sprout before he can start doing something, because there is almost no tangos or quelling blades left on the side of Alliance to be able to cut through those trees.
Oh, Nico is in no man's land, dude. There can be Stomp Spirit. Yeah, they're gonna go for this. Do they have the Sprout? No, they don't, even though there's gonna be some sort of int. Ah, nicely done. There you go. Well done. And a great Storm. Great. Yeah, this is gonna be an easy kill there. Nikwa is gonna get picked up. Give it to... No, why do you give it to ZXC? Give it to the poor man who's struggling big time. And actually, there's gonna be an Invis My Nuts just running around, and he's looking to make some stuff happen. Doesn't really... I mean... But he's got a surprising amount of farm. He's 3-0-1. He's got his earn soon to be.
Yeah, just 100 gold off it. If you're wondering why Nick was, if you're wondering why Nick was there, it was because Minuts picked up the Invis Rune, and they were looking to get something, and completely forgot about Nature's Prophet being really damn strong.
Yeah, you know. Oh, there you go. Ake is feeling the pressure there from ZXC. King R can't really close up. He does have boots, but he's still a line, and 340 movement speed is... It's just a little bit less than the Disruptor, and he's on 350, so... Ugh. But I love this skill build. I mean, it's a kind of usual one on Disruptor, but if you max out the Glimpse, not only does it have like ridiculously less cooldown, 20-second cooldown is actually huge, you can use it twice in a team fight, you know, stop a TP from happening, just send him right back into the fountain, and also, you know, do something else later on, maybe keep up with a team and stuff. So, well, I kind of like it. At the same time, well, the recovery is not quite there. It's coming slowly for Necroman. You gotta wonder what his plan is for the game. Or if it's just gonna be Brew all the way. Maybe this is gonna be how they do this. It's a stun out to King Aura. The stun, well, I like going both ways. This is a huge engagement. King Aura gets dropped. Minor's also soon to be falling, but Necroman is just too squishy. He doesn't have treads. He has nothing. The Nature's Prophet ultimate, not even enough. Screen gets picked up. PGG's in no man's land. Oh no, PGG, there's creeps. This is not yours. This is not yours. So B says Nico and just smashes a lot of M5 down. This is like a 3-man just squad going into the face of the Viper, and Vapor, well, 4 points up on the corrosive skin, no points up on the nether toxin. He just dishes out so much damage while being hit, while doing absolutely nothing, except just standing there and being a big fat pile of goo, just, you know, toxing everyone. Ugh.
Yeah, Necroman could have even died himself. He actually survived on about 50 HP, and he's forced back to base because he hasn't picked up his 6, which is really painful for him.
Yeah. It hurts, and this creates space, lots of space in fact, and well, Jan is just casually walking away, while Loda and Tim were trying to push down this tier 1, and I kind of like Loda's build actually. You know, he did get some sort of farm, didn't get like the most insane farm ever, so he picks up 4 Wraith Bands, and you would say, well, this is a build you go when you're really struggling, when you're really behind, but with the Drow Ranger, this just secures you so much stats. He hits already for 168 damage. And he gives his team a lot. 30 base damage. Wow.
Yes, so it's not just for him, it's actually... It's an investment, because obviously you're going to have to sell them. You do lose out a bit of money, but Viper, I don't think he would have got that triple kill on bottom without that extra damage.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Viper's just... This is why he doesn't need to skill Nether Toxin. Because he gets like crap tons of damage anyways. He's like, alright, well, I could scale it, but for what do I need it? I've got the damage. I just need to survive, and this is super smart build from Nico coming out. I just love it, and, well, now the items are coming out. The Unif shit is finally done. The Soul Ring for the Elder Titan is actually pretty huge, and the Midas for PGG, so this is where the Nature's Prophet just goes into the jungle, just keeps up his form, you know, get some ganks going, but this is where he mostly just, you know, just walks off the map and goes into his own jungle and has some fun. But, ooh, this is going to be an interesting one. Silent, ZXC, King, oh, this is a two-man ganking squad, and this is going to be like 3 people of Alliance just coming in just a second. They can get punished for this. Where's the glimpse there? Oh, they don't need it. But they force out a split. There is not even a glimpse being used, and it looks like Disruptor's gonna pay for this one. Yep, he is up in the air. This should be a kill. Actually, Ark is still surviving for the time being. Now he's gonna go down. Loader, oh, it's a close one, but it's just not enough. Now Minus is coming, and this is gonna be the boost split just for a support. What a stun from King R, perfectly done. Minus in the midst of the fight. There's Uryan just trying to kill King R, not King J, of course. And Minus is actually just hitting himself up. Alliance just turning this one around. They force out a blue split, and they just destroy M5 once again, 4 for 9. And this is just a bit of over-aggression, I want to say. M5 are trying to make stuff happen, and do they really need to? Why not just sit bottom and try to take down this tower? Exactly what they're doing right now, but man, that was risky.
Yeah, it was a 2-for-1 trade, as well as Brewmaster split, and they get a tier 1 tower out of that. With this last hit doesn't actually go to Necroman or Prophet. So he wants to be really increasing his gold. Picking up the Midas, he got it at like 9 minutes 50, so he understands that they haven't had the greatest of starts. So if they can get as much out of this game as they can, maybe in the second game, they can do it. Not saying it's over, of course, because this is Dota, but it's not looking particularly well. Whilst that was going on, they did give a lot of levels to Elder Titan, who is now halfway to 6. So Earth Splitter could completely change fights.
Uh-oh, Oyan. He is absolutely somewhere, which is not where you want to be.
I think the word is fine.
Dude, I mean, if I'm a Pock and an Astral Spirit is just chasing me, I'm not sure if I would actually say I'm fine, but apparently yes, he's feeling absolutely Gucci. You know, might have to do that, like everyone on the side of Alliance actually has a TP ready, who's rather important except for the BS.
Yep, so Loader's picked up his Mask of Madness, he's starting on Roshan. He's actually almost finished Roshan, and he's going to get an Invis rune as soon as it happens, so that's pretty good for him.
That's creating space right there.
Yes, and they took off bottom tier 1 tower, so well played by Puck, who took 4 people with him, and they got a tower.
Yeah, nice.
And a Roshan.
Definitely. Now it's going to be go time in the mid, though. It's M5. They're like, oh man, we just got punched on the nose. We just gotta go and make stuff happen. Loader's in with it. Uh-oh, with an Aegis and a Master of Madness. He hits so quickly, and oh, ZXC's coming in. He blinks in. He actually catches 2 with a clap, and now it's gonna be go time. ZXC, everyone is just running into the field. Aki dies. Loader doesn't want to go there. Necroman, ooh, it's close. Now he pops his ultimate, yeah. That was a really risky play. But Loader, I guess, like, Loader was like, well, hell, what? I just got clapped. What the hell is happening?
Yeah, I think he kind of misplayed there. He was really gathered up. If he hadn't been, then he would have just walked away. Silenced, and Split is actually up, which wasn't used in that fight, so a little bit of an advantage for Alliance. But, like, if you don't stand there, you can silence him and the Slark and probably pick off both of them, honestly. The Static Storm did a lot of damage, but...
Yeah, but he knows he doesn't want to die, so I kind of get the idea, so you just rather play it safe. ZXC, Loader, oh, wrap around. Now it's going to be once again the same, what you just saw. Oh, and the silence is just late, just a second. Now Loader gets, well, kind of initiated. Nice micro coming up from ZXC. He's really just showing off here. And now Ariane comes in. He's finally rotating somewhere. PGG is low. Oh, the stun, the Hex. They're doing it. They're just going to kill the Puck. No, they don't. It's a close one. Now, finally, the Fire Panda, just as it stops, is actually making some quick work with the Puck there. And now it's a 2-for-1 exchange. There's Green, and he is just getting so much damage done by Nico. But now it's go. Well, not really. No go. So everyone just running away for the time being. No one wants to get picked off, and I feel like this is where the Slark could really just shine. But the problem is, Slark is still underfarmed. He is still underleveled compared to every other core in the game, and as such, he can't really go ham in those fights. He's got his ultimate off, but he couldn't really find an opening. No blink, no, I don't know, not even a Shadow Blade. You know, no tool to really just position himself on outside lines. Look at the tower drop. This is quick work. Like you mentioned, the power strat coming into play right now.
Yeah, so in that fight, it was really in favour of Alliance. They just kited him, and the Brewmaster split ended up doing almost nothing. That's obviously really good for Alliance, not so good for Moscow 5, who are just falling further and further behind. They're now 5,000 gold and experience behind, so we're going to have to be looking for probably a really, really big Earth Splitter, which he hasn't leveled up, interestingly.
Yeah.
I think the only reason Screen actually survived there was because the Spirit returned and gave him like an extra 70 move speed or something. But the smoke is going out between the two supports. Brewmaster wasn't caught in that, whether that was intentional or not. They weren't caught by a ward, but if they're trying to go and kill the puck, that can be done. Oh, there's Finger up. So Finger and Hex could definitely happen.
They can kill him, but it's more like, what do you get from actually killing a puck right now at this point? They know
PGG.
VS actually kills VGG. That's a nice one, but they go into Oyan just there. The stuns are real, and of course, everything else. If you have the fire support from an Astral Spirit, that's wonderful. The aura is still amazing, and so it's a 1-for-1, a core for a core. Now the big thing here is actually PGG lost gold, and he lost plenty of this. He was up on like a crap ton of actually unreliable gold, and well, what do you know? King R just dies there, Loda finds him, and now it's go time. Oh, Screen, you gotta go! You gotta run from Loda, he's way too quick, but he wants to find the more important target and settles to actually not kill the other ton. I don't think I actually saw him. There is a ward, but this is, I think, M5s. Yeah, these are indeed M5 swords, so they're keeping nice track of the jungle. And I gotta say...
Yeah, ZXC was punching mid-tower, using his... Well, he was evading a hell of a lot of shots for his 10% dodge chance, but it didn't really do much. It's still on 400 health.
Yeah, I like his build though. Now, picking up Ring of Basilius, and of course the Vladimir's offering, and that means he is going to be a bit more of like a mid-game presence. If you pick up those items and you don't go Axe, it actually transitions rather well into the late game. Sometimes, I mean, the Vlads is some item where you're like, well, you could make an argument that the AC is so much better, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I get it, but it's so cost efficient. It's really amazing, and well, let's see how this is gonna be working out, because they need some sort of armor against the Drow Ranger. She already hits for, well, okay, now there's gonna be a TD. Holy crap, 350, 370, 374 damage. Ouch. That's a lot.
So this tower isn't gonna survive very long.
Yeah, you know, that was a clip. That was 5 seconds. That's pretty much it. There you go. That's a good Nature's Prophet ultimate though, and they're picking up Minuts. Looks like M5 kind of want to go. Ah.
They really can't. Disruptor's TPing into the tier 3, so they are going to try and look to defend this tier 2 tower. There's more TPs in, and wow.
That was aggressive. A glimpse is there, and he uses a Shadow Walk. Well, is it going to be helping him? I guess not. Absolutely not. Couldn't leap away. Still, the silence is just working so nicely, and I mean, you mentioned this in the draft. Disrupt against the Slark makes a lot of sense. However, this is more like a... I'm just surprised that Slark is trying to split with so much. Minuts? Oh, King R, does he have a finger? Yes, he does, but there's no support. Venge is way too tanky for this. Wow.
Yeah, he probably has about 10 fingers. There's TP in for Nature's Prophet.
Oh, this is aggressive. This is very... Oh, no! No, PGG, please! Oh, no, ZXC actually has a split. He's gonna save the day. Nikwa, maybe actually picking up PGG. One more right click is all they need. Now the mech is coming out. That's a close call. PGG invading everything. Nikwa's still alive. How does he survive? There we go. Finally, it's the 1-for-1 exchange everyone is waiting for. And, oh, there is Disruptor up, lifted in the air. And those Necrobook minions are gonna be burning a bit of the mana, but should not be too much. It's gonna be fine. Rune is there. That was just a very peculiar play by PGG. He was trapping his own Necrobook minions. Oh no. Oh man.
Yeah, he just picked them up, so he's going to be going full rat this game. Just buying space for the Slark, I'd say. If he can be cutting a wave somewhere, then maybe your Lion could be picking up his level. Eventually, when he gets to 16, whether it will last that long, the cooldown is so short. The damage is just incredible. That could change some fights. It's great against Drow Ranger, but they have to get there. The 160-second cooldown was used for the Viper, and it didn't even get the kill. So
yeah, Viper was just ready to pretty much do whatever he wanted in the fight there, and he was running away, and he was dealing a lot of damage. The only good thing about this is that Brew really doesn't care too much about the Viper corrosive skin. You know, he just slaps you anyway. He doesn't care about it. He is a Brewmaster. He's in his form there. So I just expect a lot of things from ZXC. And back when he was playing with Power Rangers, he was really just a playmaker for the team. His Magnus is absolutely legendary, and I gotta say, so far his brew was pretty much on point, but he died just a bit too often. And now it's gonna be smoking, forced forwards, and they're gonna find someone. It's PGG, the stuns are there, everything is there pretty much. That was actually a really mean combination. Dream Curl into Glimpse into Stun. Ouch. You're breaking this one way or the other. And now it's go time. M5 are trying to go top lane. Oh, they're gonna show off. Loader, hello. I've got a Blink Dagger. And this is what we do. Slug, finally coming online, I want to say. Is it gonna be the turning point for M5? Because they have to make stuff happen right now.
There's actually 2k gold up on Brewmaster. We could be seeing an AC because the aura would be the armor aura that is would be really, really strong. And I'm not sure Alliance are going to pick up their own one for quite a while, if they will at all. There isn't a natural AC carrier, in my opinion.
Yeah, not quite. Oh, triple TPs. They want to go and get this tower. Blink, blink, and see ya. Well, they just showed them who's boss. M5 pulling out the big plays. It's not entirely that big, but, you know, every little bit of a win is a win. And who did get the tower? It was the Slug, so, you know, you just touched on it on the bottom tier 1, and now fine, the Slug is getting something done. And just picking up a Blink Dagger like 2 minutes ago, now he's up on 1.2k gold, and he's happily farming his enemy's jungle. The only problem is, for M5, that this Loader Drow is still #1 net worth. He's got his Yasha, Master Madness, Blink. You know, he's got the items he needs, and now he can bolt into damage if he wants to, or just build a BKB. I mean, hell, why the hell not?
Yeah, I think the term for that play was space created.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Definitely works really well for the rest of the team. And actually, PGG is getting really close to his level 3 Necro. He's just 400 gold off it.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a Midas, so you gotta expect this somehow, some way. And I kind of like the decision to go into this sort of split pushing Nature's Prophet, because you have the ganking squad, you have the teamfight controller with the Brewmaster as well, and you can do a lot of stuff with it, and actually have your Necrobook minutes there. But let's see if they actually have this sort of game plan planned out, because I mean, I'm looking at this, and ooh, blinks and blinks and blinks, more blinks. Wow. Oh, they're gonna find one though. This was the vision they needed. Screen, there's your stun. And M5, are they gonna capitalize on this? No, not at all. They've got 4 people there, but this would be a 4 versus 5 now. There weren't any sort of big ultimates being used, so I don't think you want to go there. The Slug is waiting. He's waiting in the wings. He really looks to go onto the lot of alliance. No, they're gonna split push. Top lane. This is where they go. But you can't push faster. You really cannot push faster than this Star Ranger. There's no way.
Yeah, the mech brought them all up to full health, so Moscow 5 just didn't really fight at all. They're all hitting so hard from all the auras, and the tower's already gone. They're actually doing good damage to the tier 3 on top though.
Yeah, but now it's gonna be go time. Uh-oh, blinks. Everyone's just trying to rush him down there. ZXC doesn't have a blink for another few seconds. There could be some sort of dream call. Yeah, they're gonna find it. Aryan finds it. ZXC, the ultimate is forced out, and now it's gonna be 3 versus a few. Well, oh wow, this is a thing, a quick one. And they bring down one. Nico now in the midst of everyone, but he's tanky. He doesn't have the mana for a mech. Needs to pop his wand. Now needs to pop it. Now he has to. No, he can't. He doesn't get anything down. Oh, what a swap. Now his wand is being popped. Can't go for the mech. Still, the mana nerf was too big. He has to actually thread switch if he wants to. And now it's Alliance losing just a few. 2 already down. Nico is getting critted away. Oh, ZXC with the place. What a swap from him. And the split, of course. Well, now Loader actually can't hit for anything. And now this is, look at this army just running after Loader. They want to go and try to take down this tier 3. This is a risky decision, but if they can get this, actually, never mind. This is not risky at all. Yes, there's buybacks up on Alliance, but if you see him, you just go back up ASAP. Oh, well,
yeah,
this is go time.
The mana burn from the Necrobook actually made sure that he couldn't. The TP gets cancelled by the stun or one of the many other crowd controls that Alliance have, but all buybacks now. As PGG, as soon as they started punching the tier 3, he went straight for the tier 1 bottom. So 2 towers going in favour of Moscow 5, as well as 3 buybacks, was it?
That was a lot. We can actually check this. So yeah, like Viper and VS and Puck just respawned, so that was a huge one, and especially the net worth graph. It is minus 5k, boom, up to 2.5, and I'm sure this is not going to be getting better. So this is a huge win for M5. They are doing kind of what they need to do, and I just gotta say, I mean, you just use an ultimate of the Puck onto Brewmaster, who's got his ultimate available. You're just asking to get turnaround, and this is pretty much what happened. They've got so much mobility. There were like 3 people there. I mean, the Slug, the Lion, the Brewmaster, and then you just TP in Nature's Prophet, and suddenly it's a 4 vs 4, and you just own stuff with an Necrobook.
Yeah, Puck, even with Strength Fresh, just dies instantly to Finger of Death.
Yeah,
all
that was
of
it
Alliance.
was a sick one. I think it was just a level 1 finger.
Yeah,
but
it was. It's
still.
only just leveled up. But both of Alliance's supports, as well as Puck, just really don't have the health pool. Yeah, Lions are great pickup here. And they've been using him really well. He didn't really have much of an impact early game. He was trying to save people. He had a few 2-man stuns, but this is where it matters.
Yeah, I mean, the later the game goes, the better the Elder Titan support is gonna be. Yes, he doesn't have too much control, but his AoE stun is... I mean, it's scary. It, like, forces people to go out of their comfort zone, out of their position. Really just care for the positioning they have. And the aura is just sick. I mean, it's so good. Now, question is gonna be, level 10 and 11, are we gonna be seeing some sort of... at least 1 point in the year splitter? I think you don't need 3 points to 16. I mean, yeah, I can get behind this idea if you're like, well, I don't need so many points in the year splitter, but I really want to see at least 1. The damage is just so insane. And it scales so well with your Astral Spirit. And, yeah. I mean, we saw the puck just evaporate. If you keep it up, if you just kill Uryan every time he shows up, you're gonna be having a good time.
Yeah, as we mentioned, the supports, and actually Loda only has 1300 health himself, and they're also squishy. Having an Earth Splitter just slamming through the fights, just screwing up alliances, like, execution is just, I think, their way to go. They could be looking to bait Loda here as they smoke up all 4. Nope, Puck doesn't get caught. But the aggro tri-laners of Alliance are smoked and not going to find anything. Oh, Slark could be caught out, but he hasn't got a blink.
Blink at 5, gotta go now, gotta go quick, and they've got him for the time being. He TP's out. Do they have any sort of AoE? Yeah, well, they tried to do the damage, but that was a peculiar decision. That was like, well, I tried to throw out an ultimate, which doesn't really tick too much in the first 2 seconds. And, well, now it's go time for M5, I guess. They just go and 5-man it up. Well, they can, certainly.
I'm really not sure why RK didn't drop down Static Storm earlier. He must have known that Shadow Dance was the thing. Like, what were you planning to achieve if he did Shadow Dance? Precisely. You can't reveal him with True Sight anymore. So
yeah, you know, the new Shadow Dance is pretty good. Also Void kind of likes to talk about this as well. Anyways, PGG is now farming up into some sort of what looks like a scythe. I honestly wouldn't be too surprised to see some sort of Lincoln Sphere as well. I mean, you know, the usual choice should be scythe, but if you kind of need it, if you feel like you need to give your Slark just a bit of a more freedom in those fights. Oh, Load actually gets caught up by Necroman, but oh, now the ultimate by Necroman is used, and now it's go time. Minus finds the stun, and the stun is there. Look at him drop. These are like 3 hits. Oh. Uh-oh, Loda finds him. Hello, sir. You just gonna go and get trashed. Meanwhile, bottom lane, this initiation. Ark is slowed. Ark is actually at some sort of frog, and now ZXC hasted, and he's trying to do his thing. Well, and it kind of works, but this is a core versus support. Now, there has to be some sort of damage from M5. And look at those Necrobook Maulers and the tree and just making quick work of the tier 3. Now there's gonna be a glyph. Oh, there you go. Attacking it nicely. And now wrap around left-hand side. Minus is coming and finds, well, no stun just yet. Has to find the stun to ZXC. Now he does it. Forced off to the high ground. And Loda's going in. Oh, man, Loda is just manning up. He knows he's got the Aegis. Now triggers it. The air split completely off the mark and not actually getting anyone, but it kind of just forces the puck on the left-hand side to not stand in the fight. Minus, oh, that was a great swap onto Loda. They know they have to make stuff happen. Screen gets obliterated by the damage of those illusions, but they don't get micro properly. There's still a Brew Panda just trying to chase Loda down. Now they finally get rid of this Panda. ZXC is doing the work. Nequist is in the midst of everyone. He gets right-clicked down. Now he pops the mech. Can't get drained by King Or at all. Still, it's just not enough. He's just, well, he's actually dead. ZXC, now the turnaround is there. Finally, Alliance. They do lose quite a bit. King Or, the next one to fall. And these were 5 people down for M5 for the expense of how many buyback were this? I mean, there was just one buyback.
Single from Puck and Viper dying, as well as Aegis on Drow. So that was a huge one. Definitely worth it.
6k experience. Wow.
Screen only survived so long because he had about 150 damage stolen. Well, not stolen, but bonus damage as well as a lot of move speed. I think he would have just died, and that fight could have gone even worse. Like, I'm not sure they would have even got the puck if he hadn't thrown his Astral over so many units. Aghanim Scepter coming up from RK. He is 800 gold away, 700 gold away.
He's pretty huge.
Yeah. He's getting really quick. My nuts is just poor. My nuts are, yeah. Sure, there's
That's
a pun
actually
in there somewhere.
pretty funny. I mean, if you watch Alliance play up until, what was it, like, I don't want to say tier 4, but like round about the corner, Arke was always literally 6th position. He didn't get farm. EGM was always the guy. He's like, alright team, time to go into a core position. Here we go, I'm gonna be farming. AFK jungle, and he's rocking up that GPM chart. And Arke is the poor soul who's actually buying wards and still, you know, stacking stuff so everyone can have farm on this team because everyone is like a carry. And as soon as EGM left for, well, it was Tinker in the beginning, it felt like, well, actually, it was rather interesting because Arke finally had some items and he was completely just adjusting his playstyle. And I still have to say, I'm really looking forward to see how Arke does in the next few months because, well, in his current position, and they're of course switching up supports here and there, it's very hard to adapt to a support if you're one of those two, because, well, usually you actually just play as a support combination. But Arke's really just doing a nice way of like having, you know, the tools at his disposal. I love it. But now it's the go time. The Aghanim Scepter, like you mentioned, 600 more gold, 500 even. Do they wait for this? Because there might be a Roshan very soon. 2 minutes on the clock until we're gonna see the next timer.
I'm not actually sure they need to wait for it because it doesn't really bring much. The only thing that you're really going to blocking is, well, a Shiva's Guard and a Necro Book.
That was a huge kill. And yeah, you're actually right. Because I'm just waiting for Necroman to actually pick up some sort of like BKB. Oh, Minot's now getting signaled out. Hello, Minot. This is Necroman. Oh, what a swap up onto Arke. Oh, that was a nice one. Necroman, Oriana's coming in as well, and they completely bought this engagement. Necroman is still low. Oh, he's gonna get loaded. No, yes, he does. Screen has actually taken a fall as well, and now here comes the Splitter. Nico doesn't care for this at all. PGG, oh, in the midst of everyone. 3 people here against PGG. Now he gets stunned as well, and the Necrobook Maulers. Oh, the Finger of Death. One more right click from the Necrobook. Oh, the range one. Is he gonna go fast? He should go fast. He's getting blocked by his own companion. Oh, Minot's is healing up. Nicely done. He has a 4-stuff in just a bit. Oh, why would you use your one there? I think he should be fine. He's trying really hard to run away. I think Minot should be fine. Yeah, he is gonna go home. And this is a full team wipe against M5 Alliance. They strike back and they show who's boss right now, just north of the Roche Pit.
Yeah, this time Drought Ranger brought back in order to defend the racks. It took 500 damage. You don't want to be losing a Rax because suddenly you'll have a Nature's Prophet in your backdoor. And there's only so much Minots can do.
The game is hard against the Nature's Prophet every time. I like these skill builds and actually like the item pickups. Lots of blinks are just like, hey, Nature's Prophet, you can go split push if you want to, but we're gonna punish you for this. Like, we're gonna hunt you. And so far PGG is actually, you know, he's doing okay for himself, I would say. He was having an excellent early game on the lane, like you mentioned. A nice 4, 7, and 9, so yeah, it doesn't really tell you too much about Nature's Prophet if you look at the score, but still, there could be, you know, you could be a bit more conservative about actually going into some sort of split push shenanigans. But, well, there is a scythe, so he's going to be joining a lot more fights. He already does join quite a few fights. We're always going to be seeing those Necrobook minions just trying to trash onto the supports, which are nicely microed from time to time, gotta say. Now it's just a little bit of extra added punch. 3.5 second disable, ridiculous long range. This is what
Alliance have just smoked under a ward, so it's not going to get anything.
So what do you do as M5 here? Do you try to go bait him? Oh yeah, they're waiting high ground. Like, alright, let him come up. We're gonna crush him. Uh-oh. Where's Alliance going? A few more seconds on the smoke. If they go up the stairs, they're gonna get absolutely demolished. So far looks like they're hesitating. Oh man, what a tense moment there.
Smoke is just about to time out, so... It times out right underneath this ward, so...
Everyone's like, well, I see you. This is M5 NSA style.
PGG goes straight to bottom lane. That's so good. He knows he's not going to be much use in a fight. He's actually finished off a Hex, though, so that could be a free kill on anyone. If you can pick off Loader before Roshan comes back up, which we're going to look up for about 50 seconds, his buyback actually meant he couldn't pick up his Butterfly. He would have had it maybe a minute and a half ago.
Yeah, but it's still, I mean, he still does lots of damage. So I'm very surprised actually to see a Butterfly. I would for sure thought he would just maybe went BKB first. But the problem is, I guess he didn't really just see the Hex onto the Nature's Prophet, and well, makes sense. So now the time is right. Screen actually picks up himself a Ghost Scepter, and I kind of agree with it. Because, you know, both supports picking up Ghost Scepters means that they actually survive for like 4 seconds longer, which is great. But
yeah,
now,
you can TP out with the Ghost Scepter, because Viper and Drow just won't be hitting you. As we saw in the fight, well, when Brewmaster got picked outside road.
Should it get dispelled? I mean, if you start a TP, using teleport scrolls is over. Oh, PGG, PGG, oh, PGG. Hello. Now we go, top lane though. Oh, they're gonna get a kill onto Nikwa. This is a huge one. I don't think he's got buyback. He actually has buyback. Never mind, he's fine. But now, oh, ZXC actually goes for the split, and they buy back onto PGG. This is go time for Moscow 5. So does Say. Well, the puck, nicely done there. He catches 2 people up on the Dream Call. The Ghost Scepters are popped. King just drops no finger to be had this time around. He's dead for a long ass time. Can't really rejoin the fight at all. Doesn't have a buyback. Now the glimpse back onto Necroman. They just want to stall this for a time being. Nico is singled out. He's in the midst of everyone. 4 people just pounding on him. Miners. Oh, what a swap. Nice. Well, it's a good one, but Miners dies for this. Nico is still on the run. There's a 4-star. Can't die. He just bought back for this one. Loader doesn't have a buyback, like you mentioned. He bought back early on. And now it's ZXC just right-clicking onto the Rex. There's another buyback from the VS. Miners, oh, getting stunned. Getting stepped up by the other Titan. Jan showing off his side. And they go in once again. Jan just dropping. Oh, wow. This is a close one. He's finally just... Oh, Astral Shift. No, not enough against the Esper Spirit. And the Esper Spirit is on the hunt. There's your clap. RK. Oh, he gotta go into the fountain. Miners is actually singing out as well. What a storm. Everyone can just get out scot-free, but they don't get the Rex.
Yeah, RK actually decided to finish up his Aghanim Scepter after dropping his ultimate. I have no idea what that was about. It's lucky he didn't die because he wouldn't have had a buyback. But that was a PGG buyback versus a buyback on Nikwa. So in terms of that, it's pretty even. But I think Moscow 5 took a really good fight.
I think the big story about this is actually damage done. I mean, I'm looking at the fight recap right now. 10k damage done from M5 against 9k from Alliance. And it really didn't feel like it. Because most of these 9k damage from Alliance were actually into the face of the Brew. Oh, my nut's dead. Nikwa, oh, that was a pretty good static storm. King are just gonna be dying from this one. Well, maybe not. BKB activated, ZXC. I think Alliance really are in deep trouble right now. Oh, snap. 86 seconds on the Viper.
Back, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, both Minuts and Nikwa are brought back, so this is
going to be
Roshan.
Screen is like, alright boys, here we go. Let's go let's get this done.
Yeah, Slark wanted to go for the Roshan, but I think they can just get both of these back and just run home. Especially with Loader pushing out top. He's about 600, 700 gold from his butterfly and 1 minute away from his buyback.
Yeah, that hurts.
Oh, wow.
Wait a second, PGG, what the... Oh my goodness, he just teleported in. He is a special agent behind enemy lines. And oh wow, these Rex are not long for this world. They're gonna take another lane. Now it's, well, the last stand. They gotta go defend this.
What Rex?
Well...
I didn't see any Rex.
I don't know, man. That was a quick one. I hope my 60 FPS actually caught it.
Yeah, so he was spotted out by the Astral Spirit, and then just a really, really aggressive TP from PGG.
Classic PGG, I gotta say. This is why I kind of like to see him play. I don't like to cast him because he sometimes just shows up so late that you're like, well, what the... I mean, come on, dude. But he's just always showing up every time.
He's PGG. Like,
yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, everyone knows it, but he's just an amazing player. So he goes in once again. Oh, King R finds the courier. Oh, what? No! That was the butterfly in there. Oh, man.
Is that game? I think it just...
I think this is, well, you can call it like this. I won't stop you. I hate calling games early, but this doesn't look like a game you can actually win. This is quote-unquote only a 5k gold advantage, and the gold graph is actually really nice. Whoa, there we go, it just updated. 7.5k now. But it just... They don't have an answer against the Brew split. They don't have an answer whenever just everyone jumps on the Drow Ranger.
Yeah, and ZXC has been really good at using his BKB before jumping straight into the static storm. So props to him for that.
Yeah, that was just nice. Oh, well, these are illusions which are not dealing any damage anymore. ZXC, he's He's making quick work with them. He's actually just dodging them. Now he has to go. He can't blink for another 2 seconds, but it doesn't matter. Miner just gets obliterated. Necroman is in the middle of everything and everyone there. So now the BKBs are popped on pretty much everyone. The BKBs, well, they're going to be lasting for pretty much an eternity right now. Loaders up into the fountain. Everyone just trying. Go back, go home. Not going big at all. And M5, they know it. Ooh, Screen is getting glimpsed back. This is going to be an easy kill onto him. As soon as anyone actually just focuses him, where the hell is Loader with his damage when you really need him? He's trying to do anything he can to, well, preserve the mid-racks. King R, ZXC's in. Oh, that's a nice 3-man coil. This is how you do this. Loader, 3-man silence as well. They try to blink away. Oh, PGG now getting dropped everything onto him. Loader still. Oh, the Mantis Stun is going to keep him alive just a bit longer. Necroman, there's your finger of death. They just evaporate the support and the pocket at that as well. Well, no support, just a puck. Miner's called and he's out. Everyone just got enough of a pounding. Ouch, M5. 1 up in a 2-game series. What a game.
Yep, Necroman coming back from Aegis and just clearing up. PGD did pop the cheese, but that wasn't enough to save him. But they went down, Alliance went down, and they actually win, which was quite a surprise considering the early game and how semi-successful Alliance were in those lanes.
Gotta say, I was surprised as well, but props to M5. I think quite a bit of this comes down to actually PGG's complete crazy YOLO style, and of course ZXC's brew. I mean, come on, dude. That was crazy. And Necroman actually recovered quite nicely because of King R and Screen having some amazing rotations. So
yeah, the Vlads really helped them out.
Yeah, definitely.
It was really good execution from M5.int.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, now we go. Second game in the 2-game series coming up in just a bit. Stay tuned. Well, check out DotaPit.com for all your standings and all that good stuff. So we're going to be in the second game in just a bit.
Tell me, did you ever for something? I'm acting like a man.